Hello everybody, and welcome back to day 49. I believe it is Christmas in the game today. Oh, you don't know how nice it is to finally have the orchard going, because, oh my god, that has been something we've been looking for. We still have one missing permanent edition, which I have a feeling I know what it is, or where it is, sorry. I don't know what it is because I don't know what it could possibly do. But yeah, I have an idea. Today, let's be honest. Oh yeah, that's right. We froze our earnings last episode. Today, let's be honest, I have a fair few major goals that I want to do involving certain things that I want to try that we discovered like towards the end of the last episode. There's always the schoolhouse that we could do apparently. Um yeah, I'm like, there was the me who I know I did throw the drafting studio out here just in case. But I'm gonna be honest, let's take the schoolhouse, and I believe there's nothing that ever really spawns in there. Oh my god. Yeah, so last episode we made some major changes, what with nursery now no longer being like one of our major step givers, but we literally have like we have 70 steps guaranteed. I wanted to try a certain passcode before we even started today's episode here in this area, just because I want to see if I can get it. And it should be, correct me if I'm wrong, I do not want more R's. Give me 1 second. We want Reva D, and I just want to see whether or not this is going to get us any new information. Because this is Denny Ravain's code, and if it's been disabled, then, that's at least, something to learn. Yep, okay, that's kind of what I figured. Cool. I just wanted to see that had been deactivated, wanted to make sure that things were, not gonna be like hidden in Danny Ravain's, missing or final like input area, and that there was some amount of lore that I was missing. Alright. We're 8 steps down, and I'm still 12 better than I'm used to. We're doing a classroom day today, I guess. So what do we want on classroom days? We want a bunch of gem generation, which means I want to get my new what's it called? My new nursery soon. Speaking of which, I know there's not too many greens. As such, and also greens appear on the outer area. As such, my rule is kind of going to be, I think from here on out, we're probably going to start trying to run green Banner of the King, just because green banner seems to be very, very strong as, an idea for us. Especially because I can do stuff like this, and not be concerned, and still, we're still gonna see all of the blue rooms that we're after. It's just my green rooms, which are going to build hyper synergy with each other now, are going to be way more common. Let's see here. Honestly, storeroom is worthwhile. Just because it gets us the whole, it gets us the gems that we need. And I do want to make a bunch of gems. That's the other reason why I kind of want to go green today, because green rooms commonly give a bunch of gems. And I guess we'll throw this classroom down, just again, uptick our classroom count. Nothing else in here for right now, which is good. We'll save that to be our major travel route. We do want a T-piece after we do a corner. You know, the funny thing is, we're doing a classroom day. I mean, I have high doubts that this is going to be too overly useful for us. Here, at least. I think further up, it's probably going to be useful. I'm going to say let's do the pantry because, again, we now are at a point where we do actually, like, because I no longer have, awesome nursery, we do actually kind of care that our rooms are, doing, like, we want good stuff from our rooms. We do have a book waiting for us in the library today. I don't really necessarily want to go read it just yet because, again, I am also trying to get the day running. Morning room will be nice for us. That's electric eel aquarium. So there is going to be, it is green room synergy. Honestly, I guess we do dorm room and we just go see what's in here, seeing as this is a room we have yet to see. It's got a new drafting strategy book, got the world. Yep, that tells me enough. Krarka is academic. That was something that I had been theorizing, but that definitely tells me a bunch for sigil related stuff. Can't open that. Alright, well, I'm going to start note taking a little bit, and then we're going to read this, so yeah, see you in a moment. Alrighty, let's see what we got in here. This is Drafting Strategy Volume 2, which I believe is one that we've been missing, actually. I'm, of course, going to do my screenshots, as always, for this. My type of room, the craft of the draft, shifting gears, no time like the future, perplexing plans, spreading your wings, and words from the editor again. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process. From layout to the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your designs to the next level. Room subtypes. Yay, we finally get to learn about these. I kind of already understood them, but yay. While we've previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue we'll be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room. Whether it's a designated space, a utility control room, or a conundrum, these subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. Craft of the draft. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. Some of the common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustments. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms offer. In a class of its own, academia isn't only found in the mountains of Kararka. Classroom is a great example. Kararka is mountainous. That was a nice little sneak. That just straight up stuck that in there. Okay, Kararka is academic. We know they have turtles. Chat, I think we could actually solve Kararka today. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know the draft rooms you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades, ranging from the first grade to the culmination of your academic journey? Grade 8. So only 8 matter? Or having 9 in the pool like we have does something? However, there is rumors of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary, which is where we are, used solely for exams and student testings, but finding it has been near impossible as it requires more than 8 classrooms. Chat, I love that we're casually, we've decided to do this today, and we're just getting given the gifts. The game is telling us, yeah, you're on the right track, have fun. This has been something that I've been trying to do for a little bit. It's just ducks. Why do I feel like I need to have the, what's it called? Magniglass. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics, and design of each mechanical room reflects this focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as command centers for estate operations, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. Ducks. 3-way rooms split ducts 3 ways. Yeah, that's a well-known thing. Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling. The best way to do that, but okay. Yes, with the gas stuff, yes, that is how you do that, but your power, debatable on where it runs. It is from part to part. Where this is a 1-floor house, yes, it should run in the ceiling. However, depending on how heavy these ducts can be, that is an entirely different thing. Anyways, architect going. And power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. So when you're in a room, look up, there might be a duct. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducts? Oh, that's interesting. No time like the future. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as tomorrow rooms, are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than the freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know there is a very clever way to manipulate frozen assets. We found out that entering the furnace does it, but also apparently the sauna does it after drafting the freezer. You will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying and will once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish your accounts to carry over to the next day, you will have to refreeze your assets again by re-entering freezer. If the furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. That's something that's useful to know. Perplexing plans. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their house. These floor plans, marked only with a single animated jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress. Final type of room we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many, many rooms. When items are spread, they are only placed in currently active rooms in your house. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around travel and backtracking. I wanted to use this segment to thank all our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we've been receiving after we sent out our very first issue of Drafting Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there, a young architect is reading our magazine and getting inspired to build something of his own that may one day in turn inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect, Luza T. Rayland. To say it changed me is an understatement. Had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child, faint sketches on blurry blueprints, illegible to all, especially ourselves, and our purpose, why it is found hidden in the floor plans of our youth. Very unique that ends up here, but yeah. So, Krarka's mountainous, Krarka's academic. We basically have Krarka on lock today. I'm just gonna be honest. I think we know at least one thing that we're doing today, and that's finishing Krarka, because I know I have their door open with how many times I've wanted to punch myself over not having drafted it earlier. Basically, let's take the library for now. There is still a longer term thing that I want to do. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a book I need to read. We get done with one reading to immediately go to another reading. A New Clue by Marion Marigold. Alright. Here we are. And today is Christmas, like I said. A New Clue by Marion Marigold. And we'll screenshot that. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd knew what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. Of course I am. Interesting. Dead cases. Those are dead ends. I'm assuming we're going to have to analyze the art on this. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of evidence present and the precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Okay, I keep seeing street signs. Those street signs are telling me things. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he knew what to do. So, yeah, we know about a lot of this stuff. Okay. Tanner Fork is a location that we know of, and that's a road sign. Again. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him clues were found only in books. Okay, where the hell is it? The road sign there in the... There's a road sign in each of these. What the frick? So tome after tome that library loaned, and the books that he had already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he knew what to do. Gates and Gates, ha ha ha. That's Mary. Lord, ooh! Lore equals word, jor equals name. Draft the sixes, the fixed... Wait a minute. That's a buck. He changed... Yeah, right. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found the diction of each word was sound. Record. Where the hell is this one? He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. Record. Oh my gosh, there's different signs. A man obsessed, a cuckoo too. They would say he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he knew what to do. Record each stop. Well, that's something that I need to be able to dig into, but I don't have the thing. Major key. Major key. Jor equals name. Is major key like the metro map? And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? The suspect is a key on the way. Oh my god. Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked, but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Route 8, depart. Keep left to Tanner Fork. Turn right at the dead end. Record... Or turn right to a dead end, record each stop on the metro. On the way. Oh my god, and there's still more that I want to get from that whenever we get the ability to, but we have a reason to go look at the metro map now. I will be back. I have a screenshot of the metro map. I know that. Like, I specifically made sure that I grabbed that. Or I should have. If I didn't, I'm going to I'm going to cry, in all honesty. Hey, classroom. Perfect. Exactly when I wanted it. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go right back over there and look at that now. The game has a very comedic timing today, I think, is what I need to realize. Yeah, no, that was actually hilarious timing. Is there anything I could find on your wordings that I need to look into? Okay. Nope, on this page. The dead cases, lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, and solarium, which we all know are dead ends. Corner cases, parlor, patio, nook, office, library, pantry. I have the patio, I have the nook. I don't have an office right now. I do have a pantry. Or no, I don't have patio, sorry. Suspect list, oh my god. It's the same suspect list twice. But that is huge for us. That helps us a bunch. Again, depart. So, anything on your pages, anything in here. I mean, so very clearly I need to find, like, some sort of way to access, like, this is probably leaning towards becoming king somehow. Since, you know, we have to ascend the throne for something. Um, Tender Cipher. Draft the Sixes, we already know is... Is that the Red Prince? Each of these are named after books that we have within the library, I believe. So it would make sense if that's the case, because what we see here is the fixed stars from Draft the Sixes. Yeah. God. Okay. Wait a minute. Why is there a hammer right beside this vase? He's in the end. Are the vases in the entry hall breakable? Are vases breakable? Hold the phone. Are vases breakable? That is something that could be major, but untis. Oh my god. Bro, that doesn't help me. Oh, I can't even read that. Hang on. I legitimately can't even read that. No. Library. XYZ ABC. Oh god, that is crazy. Red, green, violet, blue. Oh my god, wait. Wait. So once we know the books here, red, green, violet, blue. So Red Prince. Oh my god, we're doing stuff today. God, this is a big book of things that we need. Library, where are you? Honestly, you know what? This is its own page. Hang on. We're figuring out we're doing a puzzle book right now, boys and girls. So, for the road signs, we know from Route 8, depart, keep left to Tanner Fork, go right to a dead end. Record each stop on the way. So, the road signs tell us all that. Oh my god, wait a minute. The suspect is a key. The suspect is an admin key. That's what, oh my god, there's 7 million things. Oh my god. Seen all the signs on the 10 pages. Yeah, we did. Dead end in major key is C. Oh my god. So, hang on. Draft the Sixes. So, book anagrams. That's one we need to figure out. So we already know Tender Cipher is the Red Prince, I believe, because THE from from the start of Tender and the middle of Cipher. Red is just inverse the RED. And then we have PRINCE remaining. So yeah, the Red Prince. Lunar renamed. Ooh, wait, actually, Uncle Aw is a new clue. That one is very obvious. So we have one of the major books in our hands. So, God, I wish I have I taken like a screenshot of just what pages are or what the books are. I might have actually. Hang on. Oh, ooh. Lunar Renamed is Realm and Rune. Okay, so two history type books and two of her books basically. Holy cow. Um yeah, so record each stop on the way. Um we know XYZ8 goes to an ABZ. Page A word X. So how do I determine page A word X? Going to note take each of the variants of what we're going to be looking for. This is C A. Kind of going to mark it as a coordinate system. BY. And fixed stars is ZX. We know the path is X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Dead end in major key. Dead end in major key is C. So we know that. Wait, dead end. That actually lines up, yeah. Yeah, no, that lines up based off of what we know. Because if there's 6 stops on the way, Route 8, depart, keep left to Tanner Fork, go right to the dead end. That's 6 spots. So it wants us to mark the numbers of each of those locations on the map, as we know. So X is 8 automatically because that's Route 8, obviously. God, I'm gonna need to pull up the map. So Route 8, Route 8 is where we start on the map. So we want to depart and keep left to Tanner Fork. Tanner Fork being stop 10. So if we're keeping left, that goes 7, 3, 10. Go right at 1, and then go into the dead end. Okay, so 7 to 3 to 10 to 1 and then to 13 because 13 is our dead end right here. Which also unironically is a major stop called the dead end. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, so within the Red Prince, we are looking for page 10. We're looking for page 10 word 8. And that would be. This is also why it was so important to buy all of the books and have access to all of them, I bet. Alright, so I'm currently looking at the Red Prince pages as I recorded them from the first episode. And the first episode has on the page 8, and I'm assuming it's including title pages because otherwise Red Prince just straight up doesn't work because it would just be an art page, which not true. So, page 10 says, so he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clowns weren't around. If we are to take that, or if we look at the word 8, that is, so he always had a book to turn, And then we're looking at realm and rune here. All right, we're looking at page 13, word A. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The. Wait. Am I correct or did I miscount? That might have been a miscount. Hang on. So either it is scorched and I'm missing it, or let's see here. We're looking for page 1, word 7 of a new clue, which we've got right here in front of us. I can't tell whether or not you're actually counting the title page anymore because you had me thinking you were, but now I don't think you are. But now I think you are, you aren't, but you are, you aren't. Does this make sense? A new clue by Marion Marigold. The sundial, that's only 6, so it has to be here. All he needed was to find that 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 I'm starting to think that I'm missing something here. Cause BY is 1-7, as we know. Let me see if I can't find the fixed stars as I did in the first episode, which I did. So if we're looking at this now, we're looking at 3, 8, which is the preface. This book contains a complete star base. So, base is what I'm getting from that. Is it meant to be only include pages with words written on them that are within the actual, like, writing of the book? Because if that's the case, this is not. I mean, is right. Turn, I believe, is also correct. But of course, the two that I'm looking at are the ones that are the two that I don't have are the ones that are confusing to me. So, if that's the case, and I've got the whole turn scorched a base or turn small a base. What? Maybe my understanding of the Red Prince's pages is incorrect. I think turn is right with the way that I did it. I must just have realm and rune incorrect, basically. Realm and rune and the fixed stars, so both of those are ones that I want. I'm gonna not concern myself with that too much more. And instead I just want to make sure that I got it right. So we know that Realm and Rune is C and A, which is 1310. Again, we already determined that. And we know that the fixed stars is ZX, which is 3 and 8. We know that a new clue is B, which is 1. And Y, which is 7. So So, yeah, we've got those all correct. I don't see any issue with this. Yeah, we already have all the signs. I love how, by the way, this picture we've seen, this picture we've seen. This is the Metro map, which literally shows you the pathway, might I mention. Like, it's there. It's right there on the screen. Major. We know that one as well now. That's something I need to add to the language. And the suspect is not a minor. The suspect is major. Meaning it is something. Yeah, we already know who the suspect is for all this stuff. It's Denny Remain who did all the things that, like, basically got us into this, and caused all that to occur. So, okay. We already know all of that, but yeah, we now are just trying to figure out the last little sets of pieces for that to see what we need it to do. We also need to get the diary key at some point. We're gonna redraw because I do need to actually start getting some stuff. You know, boudoir is the Christmas room. You know, I didn't expect that, actually. I didn't expect... Oh my god! Holy... Okay! That was Christmas and a half. 7 dice, like, 2 more keys. Holy... Okay, Christmas is powerful. This is the day to go to school, guys. Yeah, wow. We're gonna take Den here just simply because I need it to continue the day. And that's also another gem. Hold the phone. We're ascending. This gets to go here because, again, we need it. Yoink. God. Today is going insane now. We've got all the pieces in. So chat, does it happen twice? Man, you know, I'm like an estranged kid who has multiple families because of, you know, certain standings that occurred where they have divorced parents. I get 2 Christmases. Oh, that is a bad joke. I'm sorry. That's that we're busted. We've got 13 dice. Bro, I like don't need anything. Like, I'm good. Hi, alright, here's another classroom. Thanks for the apple, teach. We've already been in this room. We know about this room. I've got so much stuff! Yeah, we've got multiple cloisters as well. That's the other thing I need to remember is we have multiple cloisters we can do stuff with. Okay, cool. Once I get a shovel, this will be great and glorious. We want to get terrace about now. Oh, hi, look, it's the terrace. Which is gonna make all of our green rooms that we're focused on today free. And now I just kind of get to go crazy. Oh, hi, what's that? Courtyard? Yeah, yummy. My beloved shovel should be right here. Damn it, it normally spawns literally right here. Like, I'm so used to my shovel being there that I was like, okay, hi, shovel, shovel. Where is the shovel? And it wasn't there for once. Oh my god. Okay, let's see here. We're obviously redrawing. Commissary, though. It's pointed the wrong way. Look, if commissary was pointed the... You know what? We could also do this. I mean, it's also a green room. I mean... I'm getting too many options. I'd rather re-roll. I want this to point up. Oh, damn, sad. Very sad. I guess we'll just patio. Oh, well, it's not like we don't have multiple green rooms that just hopefully applied to, you know? Yoink. Is there a shovel? Shovel out here? Anywhere? No? Okay. Okay, cool. Flower grow behind me? No. Okay. Very cool. Oh, hi! Indoor nursery. We still have a lot of green rooms, actually. I want to just walk in here. Yay, I do get to look at a red prince again. Oh, these cribs have been converted. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is page 10. Word 8 is turn. We know that. Got it. Cool. We have a new clue. It is page 1, word 7. If we're including the title page, that would be a new clue by Marion Marigold Sundial. Wait a minute. Turn sundial. Chat, we've already solved this. So guys, remember last episode when I was out in the orchard and we found the sundial and I randomly just started flicking around with it? You want to know what the hidden message on a new clue is? It's turn small sundial base. God damn it. I already know what the sundial is. I've already known. I've always known. Because I already solved it. I already did it all. I already did the thing. I already was smart. I already was amazingly good at this game. I literally am playing myself for a fool. I am playing myself for a fool. I already knew. Yeah, we're grabbing another cloister. I need more cloister. Inevitably, you'll also give me a shovel in here. But, yeah, not today. Oh, hi, it's the class. We're taking the classroom here. I think this... Well, chapel is a good option, actually. We'll take chapel, because, as we know, chapel is just busted for us. Oh, hey, observatory. I was gonna say, you know, we could actually legitimately go and try and pick up each and every single one of these, but there's no real point to. We already have seen it. The only reason I want observatory today is because I want stars active right now. I do not want Draxus enabled. Yeah. God damn it. Of course it's literally, oh yeah, turn the small sundial, base. You mean the thing that I've already done? Yeah, do that. God damn it, Gabe. So I've already solved a new clue by sheer fucking accident. It's like, what the frick? I forget what this one is. Oh yeah, it's invert the numbers. 21, 31 is 13. 24 minus 1 is 23, which inverts to 32. Divide by 8 is 4. 1 plus 2 is 3. Minus 5, or sorry, 3 times 7 is 21, minus 5 is 16, which goes to 61, minus 10 is 51, which becomes 15. Oh hey, it's the secret garden key. Man, I love the secret garden key. Oh my god. This game pulling absolute bullshit on me out of nowhere, being like, oh yeah, by the way, you already got it. You know what? This is probably a good a spot as any to put coat check, because we need that diary key. If I'm lucky, I would like to just have that on me today, so that I can go unbelievably hard on the stuff. Just because, like, you know, it is something that we should definitely be trying to get through. I want a T-piece or a straight. I'm gonna be honest, I want to take dining room simply because I know it has food. I also want kennel just because that, like, solves, like, 70 of our problems. We can get dining room in another spot. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Okay. Yeah, we will get dining room in another spot. We haven't done a lab thing today, so it is worth it. I'm like, do. This is the game that just goes crazy. All right, continue with experiments. So we don't want to add 3 aquariums to the draft pool, because that's dumb. If we do the each time we find some trash while digging, set my dice to 2, what I can do is I can kind of, burst through a bunch of things right now. The other option is immediately add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool, which gets us a bunch of stuff, but I think the better move is going to be, do this, and then that way I can kind of just keep bursting through dice, get effectively anything that I want, and go from there. Now, what do I want to remote terminal? I mean, shelter is normally the one that I remote terminal when I do a lab grab of this, just because shelter has the ability to open all the things, you know. I know the radiation should not be high at all. Yeah. Like, we're fine, you know. We're not giving Simon turbo cancer yet. That's okay. We will inevitably, probably. Reroll just because I have so much of this. I guess I'll throw the aquarium in here. Yoink this, and then I want to put a classroom here. I don't need you. I want a classroom. Or you could just casually give me this, you know. You can casually finally give me the thing that I've been looking for. Hello, Her Ladyship's chamber. This is one of the big rooms that we've been looking for. And the diary is here. The diary. Is her telescope here? No, she doesn't have her telescope today. Okay, well, not that I really am overly concerned about it. I mean, you know, today has just been an amazingly rapid day. Her Ladyship's sleep diary. 11/17/79. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routines in the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we can come to a deeper understanding of my condition and perhaps, with luck, find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room, despite already knowing how unsuitable it has been for my sleep of late. Perhaps it is all of the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible to not think of my home among so many memories of my youth. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, it may be one of my final occasions that I sleep here. My room, sleep duration 2.5 hours, peaceful despite brevity. I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Have I been able to end my day in a bedroom and effectively earn a benefit for the next day? Is every bedroom secretly a tomorrow room? Dearest Diary, last night I retired to the guest bedroom as I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me even for a night. This bedroom is a cozy space normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found despite having a choice between two beds, that neither proved it to be very comfortable, proved to be very comfortable. I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests deserve, at the very least, as much comfort in their stay as we have. Sleep duration 4 hours, quality very fragmented, nothing special from the guest bedroom. My dearest diary, it was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. The room was just as I had imagined it from the stories he told me of growing up with an elder brother. Herbert informed me that the room remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it, to avoid any accidents. Slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing ladders is not as easy as it used to be. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me up through most of the night. Sleep duration twice the usual, quality 2 times as restless. So she slept for 5 hours but was way more screwed up. The next morning I went to the family tomb to visit his grave and was surprised to find a flower already laid. Odd? I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the die, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room to nap. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Sleep duration, perhaps an hour. Quality, terrible. About half the steps following the day. I also discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking given Hartley's history. So, halves your die, but you get a reroll. My dear diary, I have to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold, and every piece of furniture is so large it seems almost comical. But as I lay down in the enormous bed, I was surprised to find that I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdly oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so that I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. Slept more soundly than I have in weeks, and I woke up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in what feels like forever. 8 whole hours, the best in many months. I woke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more steps than normal. Fate would have it, just as I began to progress in my quest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. Guys, it's us! It's us! Our birthday! We have our birthday, I think. It's 128. Whoa! For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. That's sweet. Are you telling me that I've... Game! You can't tell me that I've jumped ahead 7 miles. So, if you don't understand... That's the antechamber, out in the outer area. Hey, what have we already done? Put the antechamber out there. God... So really all that told us is the Master's Chamber is the best room to sleep in, and every day, if possible, try to end in the Master's Chamber. Great, good job. So game, can I have items now, please? Like, this has been very funny. Also, good boy. Good dog. Oh my gosh, I get the double good boy. The double good boy. This has been absolutely hilarious, but I'm now reaching the point where we do need to actually get some items. I do need to consider getting, you know, some stuff for us. See, if it weren't for the fact that that's a dead end, I would take it. See, if it weren't for the fact that that turns it into a dead end, I would take it. See, if it weren't for the fact that this turns it into a dead end, I would take it. Fine, we're taking commissary. The game has... eaten all of my dice. Oh, hey, look at that. That's where all of my stuff was for the day. Good job. We finally got our shovel. And our sledgehammer that we've been needing and wanting. Alright, let's start digging. Let's start digging. We get to dig. Diggy, diggy, dig. Dig. Awesome. Set my dice to 2. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, honestly, I do want to dig just a teeny bit more, just because I want all of that. So now we need... Yeah, we're on green today. I kind of want to dig I want to go from Courtyard, because my hope is that... what I will get from Courtyard is a classroom pointed up like this. Kitchen is arguably the better decision right now, but this puts us one away from one that we've been missing. And yeah, I only have the secret garden key. And this one's gonna let us go a bit crazy. So, have I done many? No. Okay. We're gonna go for that way, honestly, because that's kind of what I was hoping it would do. That gets us classroom grade 7. We have not done this one yet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, oh, there's one more symbol. Okay, we already know most of this, but there is a new one, which I'm assuming don't square till you're there. What? Minus 400. All of the answers can only be 1 to 20, I believe. Yeah, so, okay. Nobody got a good grade on this, by the way. Everybody kind of sucked. Which is bad. But, yeah. Alright, so if I were to guess, based off of what I'm seeing everybody is doing on the, rounding thing, or, sorry, the rounding thing, the squiggles, each squiggle is saying to round to another place, basically. Um, so in this instance, what I'm seeing here is that this person got the first two wrong, but the last one correct, maybe? Because rounding to the nearest hundred, the 59.6 right here, by the way. And then subtracting that from 60, because rounding to that place makes this 60, regardless. 100 minus 60 is 40, but they got this part wrong, which I'm assuming is just because of the way that they did that. Yeah, so 3 squared is 9, as we know. 3 squared minus 5 is 4, as we know. So correct. 7 minus 5 is 2, squared is 4. This is incorrect. So if we go 3 times by 2, that is 6. And then square that is 36. That's correct. 2 squared times by 1 squared is just 4. 5 times 2 squared plus 5 minus 95 squared. So 5 times 2 is 10. Square that is 100. Plus 5 is 105. Minus 95 is 10. And then we get the diamond. 16 diamond is 61. 12 diamond is 21 minus 2 is 19. 30 minus 5. How did you get negative 400? Did you like get confused about squaring for a moment there? Like, did you forget how to read, Branson? 30 minus minus 5. Diamond that. 30 minus 5 is 25. Diamond is 52. And here's where I get to test my rounding. Rounding to the nearest digits place is gonna be 21.7. How do I mark this in here? Oh yeah, it's an approximate equal sign. That's what it is. Yeah, no, it's rounding. Approximately equals to 22. 21.7 is approximately equal to an approximately equal of 20. And the 59.6 is triple approximately equal to 100. And 59.6 is approximately equal to, hang on, sorry, marking my horrible amounts of approximate equals, to 60, and we just go, that is 40. So, following that, if that is 100% correct, this is right, this is right, this is incorrect, which is 1. This is right. This is incorrect, which is 2. This is incorrect, which is 3. This is right. This is right. This is 4. Then this would have to be right. This would have to be right. And this would have to be right as well. Maybe I'm slightly incorrect on something. No idea. C+. So, Zachcraft, 944, that is correct. 36, 2 squared. Oh, I have that one wrong. Because it's 2 squared times 1 squared again, which is 16. So no, that one's correct. I can't read. So all of those on his left-hand side are correct. So that's all 6. 61, he got that wrong. He got that wrong. He got that one right, which is funny. So that's 7. 8, 9, 10. One of the roundings is wrong, or I have something wrong. Because the double makes me feel like it's round to the nearest tens. And then the triple would be to the nearest hundreds. 59.6 is 100. Minus 60 is 40. So, hang on. Unless it's not... Wait, did he get something different than 19? He got something different than 19. Well, no, he has to be wrong on that. Yeah, 21 minus 2 is 19. I'm trying to think about how I could have messed this up. Because, yeah, round to the nearest whole, round to the nearest tens, round to the nearest hundreds. Sandra, like, you've got what I think it is on there. 1, 2, you obviously got that one wrong. 61, 19, 52. Unless the 52 is wrong, that would be the one that makes sense to be wrong. 30 minus 5 is 25. Rotate it around would be, 52. I'm going to be honest. I think my man Zach was stolen of a point. Because 5 times 2 squared is... Or 5 times 2 is 10. Square it is 100. Plus 5 is 105. Minus 95 is 10... I didn't square it. That's 100. Okay, that's where everybody's getting it wrong. Everybody, you got it right. Okay, so that's your wrong one. Okay, I wasn't reading. Got it. Okay, yeah, we go again. We go harder. I'm gonna be honest, kitchen right now is honestly useless to us. I have enough to get us there for all of the steps, even including this. Okay, screw off. Secret garden key. This is literally the perfect spot for it. Now I just need to get going on everything else that I need. And that also just probably gave us all the steps we want. We'll again do this, hoping to gain access to the other side. And with both of our levers open, we should be able to get quite a fair distance. Now the main goal is just going to be basically getting the final set, really. Come on, give me a classroom. We do have to find that classroom, is the other issue. Dig up some trash. Some point here soon, please. Wow, you didn't give me many dig spots at all. And I really well, I have enough dig spots. I can run across. It's not the end of the world, especially when we have fruit spread everywhere. It's not like I'm dying for food or anything. Is there really, like, only 2 dig spots? Tin can, thank you. Well, that's kind of worth it. Like, that's worth it, or I want that. Okay, so yeah, now we want to go back to the West Wing and hopefully get ourselves another classroom. We're running really low on classrooms now. Yep, I'm aware. Oh, there's something. So this one isn't breakable. That's the other thing we need to do today, is I need to make it back to the entrance hall amongst all of this, because we have a sledgehammer. I want to try it now. I'm like, hang on, wait a minute, it's doable. Yeah, we already stepped in. You know what? I think now's the time I do it, since I'm here. And I have to go back anyways. Let's do it. Let's go do this. I may not complete the front of, like, I may not complete the classroom part of this run today, but I am at least going to have gotten a bunch of lore. Like, we read 3 new books today, effectively. We've discovered so much detail. I've, found some new stuff for the billiards room, which is also immensely insane and important. Sorry, I got stuck trying to dog-ear one of my notes so that it has a marker for, editing purposes. Like, today has just gone hard. God, do you break? They do break. They do break. And that gave us another microchip. So there's one remaining somewhere. There's a singular one remaining. Are you actually kidding me? I did not mean to take that microchip, but that is funny that you can. Okay, one remains. We are inches away from opening 2 major doors, I think. I have to go back through the foundation. Yeah, I have to go back through the foundation right now. Like, I'm not making it... Well... Actually, no. We've got a lot of fruit that has been spread throughout the house via the secret garden. I think going back through the house and just trying to identify where fruit has been spread to will probably get us... Oh, and we have the dormitory. We have the dormitory. Hang on, I forgot. We've literally got a safety net built into this. Oh. It's not for each one that I draft? It doesn't store? Are you kidding me? That's actually terrible. Dormitory is the worst one. I thought dormitory was going to be awesome and like actually store all of the drafts that I've done. Make it something that, you know, you can legitimately just walk through, come back to. No, it's not even remotely worth the while. I shouldn't have even walked in here. Yoink. Is there food? Is there food? No. Okay. Well. So, literally only those two could be broken, by the way, I think, is what I'm realizing. So, we found the one spot that lets you bust it open. That is honestly cool. That they were able to hide a secret like that. Oh yeah, the next time we enter a boudoir, it gives us more steps. And I'm glad that they did. But at the same time, I'm also like, bruh, you've lied to me. I was expecting certain things and said certain things did not get given to me. I was about to say, if that one gave me the 10 steps, I was gonna be like, okay, this legitimately is just a Christmas miracle of a day. And now we're back here. I don't need rerolls currently. Nothing here. There normally is fruit there, which is why I was like, I guess we'll check. Courtyard. I don't need to dig that up. This should have a bunch of flowers. Just because we've been drafting a bunch. God, now gems have become less of an issue in my runs that I'm like, hi, you know, this is not something I expected. Let's see here. We want to go over to the observatory and the coat check, obviously. Because we haven't really gone down that way for things. But the problem is that's going to cost us a lot. I do know there is a bunch of treasure chests over there. You know, I think it'll just be fine. I say we just keep a move on. This one hurts. We're on 13 steps. Not much day in me left. Can't pick it. Okay, do this. Grade 8. Oh, grade 8 is here. Hallelujah. We have finally found the words. The language. It's here. It's here. Oh my God. Oh my God. We can read things. We can read things. I will not be reading things right now. Interesting. Why is there an acceptable on here? I will not be reading things right now because I have read enough. Azure Ogul Nevdao. Nevdao being New Day. Good New Day? New Day. Azure, interesting. God. I'm concerned now because I probably... Oh, I am going to probably need this, seeing as it said the 9th one is testing. Shoot. But I am confident on anything else that it could throw at me. If this is 1, we're going to immediately take it. Unironically, it's actually worse to throw the drawing room down right now. We want this to just be classroom. I'd rather try to get our final thing of the day here than concern ourselves with trying to get it again, if that makes sense. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Please. We take the gallery, I guess. Just to let us push forward. Into the next room. Through here. Well, this is a forced, you must use key. Oh, God! Are you shitting me? Are you actually shitting me? Are you actually shitting me on that? You're gonna... Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, Gabe. Fuck you. We need to go grab the school. I need to go stand in the schoolhouse. So, okay, let's, first off, let's, is that even possible? Yes, that is very much possible. We can do that. Okay. I guess seeing as we've got this, I guess I can start trying to read stuff. Hello, can you teach me a new word? We already have this, luckily, so, like, the good news is grade 8 sadly just points to, or luckily just points to the language page. I love that the Arajan word for word is lore, because this is entirely lore. I will or I will not. Interesting. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Interesting. One thing that I am noticing is all of the prefixes and suffixes are exactly opposite of each other. One thing I am noticing is one of the major words that we've had, Oven Navari, seems to be, like, towards a new future. And Araja, which I used to believe was castle, now looks to be a weird variation of future last or like future end, which is kind of a weird naming way to do that. God, I wish I could make it to the tomb, but we don't have the tomb today anyways to even make it to. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to eat not having an item in the coat check. We're just going to take it because I don't have, you know, enough steps to make it all the way there, obviously. Well, I don't have enough stops to make it anywhere, period, now, because, ha ha ha, I played myself for a fool. You know what? I wonder what happens when the secret garden goes outside. That's gonna be the one that I do take outside. How about that? We'll take the secret garden, since it is a weird-shaped room that does funny things, and we'll call it an episode since I'm not able to get out to the schoolyard. And I'll just eat the loss of an item in there. I mean, we already did everything the diary key needs, so we don't have anything we necessarily need to concern ourselves with. There is one last screenshot that I want to take a look at that we know of, because now I can. And it is the funny words from Clara Epson's Last Things. And dear Lord. Oh my god, that is a mess. I can make like some of it, but this is like trying to read. This is like trying to read someone who's an absolute pro at a language, and trying to have full capability of it. Oh yeah, I didn't even solve the words in the classroom. You know, I should have done that first. Because that gives me clarification words that I didn't even think about. Yeah. So new word is Nevlor. Old teach. Oh, verbs stay the same. Verbs stay the same across languages. Verbs stay the same. Okay. That's actually each easy. Yeah. Will you it's not will you. Well, I mean that is the easy way to do that. Will you? What is you? Would it be Ola teach? Ajlor would be first word. First word. I love that. Ajlor. Yeah, that makes sense. Ajlor. Lil teach. That's what I'm thinking is Ula teach. Ajlor Nevlor. I mean, it works. Old teach Nevlor. You should remember the Arajan terms for the tray in my trunk. Read all night. This person is glorious. So Ajlor will teach Nevlor and Ajlor Nevlor. So they early Arajan did not use verbs, so today a rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. Ajlor, Old teach. Ajlor, Old teach, Nevlor. First word, will teach, new word. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like, the only reason why I'm confused is this one. Manev Trey. Read Lenai. Read Lanai is, well, okay. Would it be Riedel Lunai? Would it be Riedel Lunai? Would it be Reed L Nulai? Leridnai. Leridnai means... Oh, yeah, because of what they're saying up here. When paired with... No, neither of them paired it with a verb. Oh, wait, no. When paired with a verb, it is the verb. Yeah, Lerid. I won't... I will read... This says, I will read at night, whereas that one says, I won't read at night. Okay. Wait a minute, no, this one's wrong because Leridnai is a, yeah, so I won't read at night. Nevdow is day, or dawn, yeah, that makes sense. So that makes sense. El Swim Nevdow means I will swim at dawn. Hewam, yeah, Huam, that's large house. Ovet, toward et. We don't have an et. We don't have an et. Did Ovet seems to be... Ovet is east, with et being east. The tree is small. So the Manevtre... He was going for, like, a new tree, but it should be Matre. Oh, wait, it's talking about the trunk. The trunk of the tree is small. Would that be Manevtre? Manevtre seems to be the common and agreed upon. Is there a fourth one that I can use? Like, somewhere in here? No? Okay. Trey ma trunk. You're the we hate you button. Then Treven. Treven. The last... So, the... Trey... Would it be Trevoven? Because, like, the parts of the tree... Ven Treven is acceptable. Old... The last parts of the... I think the language is... Huh? Wouldn't Nevtre be the branches, because the branches are the things that are always constantly new and growing, and Nev meaning new, growing. New tree part mean branch, whereas the old part would be the trunk. Currently, the ones that I think are wrong are... Oh, wait. Nevdow is New Day, which is different from Ajdow, which that's one that you got wrong, which is one that you got right. So we've got 3 in a row. Red Lanai, meaning I won't read at night. Manevtre... Wait. Yeah, Manevtre... meaning small new tree. Small new tree. I still think it's backwards. Because the new part of a tree is always the branch. So if you're saying the old part of the tree is the branch, Again, the other option is just Ventreja, which is the old old branch, or the old trees last, or the trees last is old, which is also why I see that this acceptable mark is confusing. Trees last is old is kind of what I'm thinking. So Ventreven is very oddly placed. I look, I just don't understand the Manevtre, because they both got it, and either they got it wrong or they both got it right. And having just an acceptable and that. So they both had to have gotten Manevtre wrong. Manevtre has to be wrong, because you both got Ajlor. Oh, you know what? Manevtre is right, because Ajlor Nevlor is wrong on this. It's the one that you got wrong. You got the easiest one wrong. So, wow, you really can read the entire thing from that. Okay, let's go back to trying to figure out this horrible mess. God, I have to, like, write it out to actually understand it. So, Orel de Giris. Do we have an is? Why must you speak in the most confusing ways? I don't have all the words for this, is what I'm thinking. Like, I can sit and try and solve, but this would be... It seems like that would be a... It seems like that would be a bad way to go about this. We also don't know what or is. We can get the L, which is I. Daj. Da would be day. Gir. Yeah, I don't think we can read this. Lorja Eldiris. Last words. I speak. Old Jorah, which would be will pass, or will name, willed name. No, yeah, you know, I don't know how to read that final word set at all. Arajan is confusing. Arajan is absolutely... Olgo, what are you saying? Olgo. You have no... I have no idea what you mean. Ajlor is high. Nevdao is dawn. Olgo. Oh, it's will go. Will you go somewhere? That makes sense. Okay. The problem is I'm also trying to... I am very English in the way that I speak. I do not understand. Anyways, this is 2.5 hours. Yeah, I did not expect today's episode to go this hard. Did not whatsoever. We're gonna call it an episode here. And yeah, Christmas, everybody. Christmas went hard. Christmas went very hard. Garden University, unbelievably close to the end. We could have, in another life, had the door been unlocked possibly done the test, but I would have ran out of time, and that would have been bad. As such, with that, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, and bye-bye.